All right, how y'all doing this morning? This afternoon. Oh my god, I said morning. I gotta stop doing the fucking wake up shows. All right, how y'all doing this afternoon? I got. Hold on, 1 second. I got some news. I'm not gonna say it's all bad news, but what Jeezy say? It ain't all good, but it ain't all bad, homie. So I'm just trying to give y'all the heads up. Hello. Can you turn this heat off for me? I'm trying to do the show. You said turn it off? Yeah. Okay. How y'all doing today? This is what's going on, Eric? What's going on, Malik? I got some news about Tour for the Poor that I thought people would want to tune in about, or want to. I can't really say this on the. I can't really get it out because I'm kind of choked up. But it ain't nothing too bad. Actually, let me just get all the. Let me just tell you all the good stuff. A lot of people say, "Oh, tell me the bad news first." No. The good news is that I finally can turn Tour for the Poor into a nonprofit organization. I finally went through the proper channels. I'm getting ready to sign that contract as of probably today or tomorrow. Once I stop being lazy, I'm gonna actually look at the contract and go with the ins, look at the ins and outs, and more likely sign that. Tour for the Poor will also be doing something with Right Brian TV, with my documentary, also Revolutionary Blackout. We're still gonna go to different states. I'm still planning on Florida, Boston, and that fucking state that Joe Biden is from, or he was the mayor or the senator, wherever the fuck he's from. I'm going out there, um, but I'm gonna have to push back Florida. Until when, I don't know. Like, I think I'm not, like, I didn't even get enough. This is my fault. This is my fault because I was a little bit too busy with the garden and my kids, and I didn't do proper. Oh, Delaware. I didn't do proper fundraising. I didn't fundraise properly. I wasn't on it every day like I usually be, like I was with New York, or like I was with Detroit, Chicago, etc., etc. Uh, Look how purple this fucking weed is. But um, Tour for the Poor in Florida is getting pushed back until I can at least get enough to afford my ticket, my plane ticket. Plane tickets there and back will cost me about $700. And if I was to spend $700 on a plane ticket, that's like a third of the money that I have raised for the people. Like, I sent JB a couple of $100 just in case something like this happens. Just in case something like this happens. But it's still not enough to even, like, it's enough to get him out on the streets on his own. But yeah, these tickets are way out of my price range. And like, I didn't raise that much. I spent the money up between Boston and Florida. Even if I was to touch money in Boston, that's gonna be it for Boston. Like, I'm gonna have to start the fundraiser all over for Boston if I was to take the money for Boston and put it in Florida, which I usually do if I don't come up with enough for one state, but I didn't come up with enough for either or state. It fucking sucks, man. It really do. And I know there's tons of people out there that can help us, man. People got money, sitting on yachts. They spend what I'm spending on these people on nothing, on marijuana, on drugs. All it takes is a couple of thousand to get me down there. Nobody really has money to donate. Sadly, it's not your fault. It's not that. It's not enough people got enough money, and the people who's donating, they doing what they can. They're putting enough in. But there's people out there that's sitting on millions of fucking dollars, sitting on hundreds of thousands, if not investments. They got, they are written in wills and shit like that. They ain't got nothing to lose. They see us out here doing this and that. They just stroll past us like it's nothing. They stroll past us like they do the homeless out there in their cities. Like they don't see us out here, pushing socialism and helping people. They're like, you can do it. Oh yeah, I agree with it, but not on my dime. Shit hurt because, Florida is one of those strongholds that I was talking about that we really need to focus on. Turn that motherfucker, painting Florida and California red, and not just some democratic socialist bullshit. I'm talking about communist red. But the shit don't stop, man. The show don't stop for one monkey. I don't plan on not going at all. It's just that if I was to make it down there, all it's gonna be is a photo op. That's all it's gonna be. Nobody's really gonna get hurt. Nobody's really gonna get help. Nobody's really gonna get the food or the blankets or the coats that we was giving out. There's gonna be a couple of there's gonna be a hygiene bag, if that, a hygiene bag, and probably some water and a fucking sandwich. That's all we're gonna be able to afford if I was to spend $700 on this ticket. Now, the only way I can avoid this is if I was to buy my ticket today and stay down in Florida for about 2 weeks. I don't have nowhere to go in Florida. I was planning on staying outside in JB's neighborhood for at least 2 days. We knocked this out. Yeah, wait, hold on. Let me go grab an instant. My bad, y'all. Yeah, I didn't think about spring break because I don't celebrate these holidays. I don't dabble into Americans' culture. So I totally forgot that it was spring break. Tickets are gonna be so fucking sky high. Tickets are so high, Spirit don't even show their fucking face. But like I was saying, oh yeah, I was planning on sleeping outside for at least 2 days because if I can make it down there, I figure I'm supposed to be on the plane tomorrow. The thing go down the 25th. If I can get down to Orlando, I can roam around for at least 2 fucking days. If I bring a coat and some sweatpants, I can stay outside and roam around, get to know the area, get to know the neighbor, you know what I'm saying, the neighboring areas, the people, the homeless people, et cetera, et cetera. That way, when the day hit, I probably can sneak in JB house, take a shower, and get back out there. But yeah, it's not looking like it. I can't afford it. Why don't you do a Detroit tour for the poor, push everything back for a month? I already did Detroit. I just did Detroit last month. Matter of fact, no, I got Boston at the end of April, and I got Delaware in May. I can't do that. Hold on. What state did you just say? Here you go, right here, actually. Yep. I'm on Google, y'all. I'm officially on Google. That's another good thing, I guess. Yep. Tour for the Poor. This was February 4th. I got Boston, April 25th. I have to do these because not only do JB is sick and he has no time, you know what I'm saying, to be out there with me and doing all that shit. It's already bad enough that we might get arrested. And Sabby is a teacher. So she definitely don't have time for me. Like she's taking time out of her schedule to do this. You know what I'm saying? We got one weekend and knock this shit out. Then I can head to Delaware. And at the Delaware, I'm heading to Kansas City with Nick. But the shit is harder. It's harder than what niggas think. You know, people think just because you got a lot of followers, you got a bigger platform than what they have. They think that, you know, this money will come easy, or even if the money come easy, they think just because you're getting a lot of it, you're getting 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10. You think that shit stacks up. It do in the long run, but we don't have a long time. We don't have a long time to run. You know, so by the time that 5, 10, 5, 10, 5, 10 stack up, by the time I'm ready to dip out, that's $500. I don't know if y'all remember this, but on my first ever tour, on my first tour in Detroit, I had to take a loan for $1,000. Yep, and that's why I didn't get my car the first time, because I took the car money that you guys gave me and I took it and I paid back my loan. So I spent my money on homeless people on my first ever tour. I always go through problems like this. New York, I didn't have enough money for New York. I was panicking. My arms was sweating. My armpits was sweating. I didn't have any money out there. When I saw the how expensive everything was, it was. When I saw how expensive everything was, New York broke my motherfucking heart. Just shattered every piece that I have in me. And I was like, you know what? If I come back to the city, I got to come back on the train. I got to come back with my own stuff. I got to go to a city that get cheap clothes and then just catch a train to here. But luckily, I caught a fucking lift. No, we caught a bus that was like an hour away, and we caught a fucking lift that was another hour away, and we found a cheap clothing store. They had a lot of things the same way I wanted my stuff. $10, $10 clothing, $5 clothing, coats, jackets, pants, whatever. You know, but we looked up on that. But it cost me $100. It cost me $100 to go get them, $120 something just to get back and forth, just to go get those clothes. How much is it you still need? Let me check. Oh, wrong phone. I need 1025 and 75 cents. $100, $125.75 to reach the potential goal that I did have on here. Like my original goal was 2,500, but going to these bigger cities, yeah, you're gonna be you're gonna be in over your head without swimming lessons. because that shit would eat you up, man. It would eat up everything. I had to take a loan to get back. No, that wasn't Seattle. That was where the fuck I was at on the West Coast. I had to take a loan to get back home last time I was on the fucking West Coast. Oh, Compton. Spent all that money out in Compton. Oh, fuck. But see, the good thing is Compton is hot. So even if I was stranded out there, you know, I ain't gonna be stranded for too long. I know how to make money. I know how to talk, you know, and shit like that. So, and it was hot, so I won't actually freeze to death like I would out here. You know, that's a sacrifice that you're gonna have to willing to make if you're gonna go out here. If you're gonna go out here in different cities and shit like that. Like I don't know you guys. You don't know me. Like some people may support me, but they don't know me, so I'm not welcome in their home. You know. Like, oh yeah, I love that you coming to the city, but I ain't got nowhere to sleep, nowhere for you to sleep. So what you gonna do? Is you gonna just back out like, okay, I ain't got nowhere to sleep, so fuck it. You ain't got nowhere to sleep, but you're going out there to help somebody who ain't got nowhere to sleep. Just go sleep with them. It can't be that fucking bad. They doing it. They survive. But those are sacrifices that you're gonna have to be willing to make if you're out here like this. Just a heads up in case any one of you motherfuckers pick up the torch and just go wild with it. I believe a lot of you can do this even better, way better than me. You know, it just takes for you to put your first foot forward, man. A lot of people, oh, I can't do this. Yes, you can. I'd be scared if I was in your shoes. No, you won't. No, you won't. This shit is easier than what you would think. I will never sit here and tell you that, oh, no. You got to go through the right channels. What right channels? You got to have the right type of followers on Twitter or Facebook. That's the only channels you need to worry about. It's where you're getting your money from, where you're getting your funding. Nobody gives a fuck about your degrees or none of that shit. Just go out there and do it. Don't take a rocket scientist to know how to take care of a human. But let me get back on track. If y'all motherfuckers want to donate, the thing is below. But I don't know, man. I don't think Florida is gonna go well for me. I think it's the city that I actually based it in. Like Orlando, I don't know if I have too many Orlando followers. Like when I went on Seattle went wild. I had a handful of motherfuckers out there. I had so many people I had to turn down niggas from coming out. Compton, I had so many people I had to turn down people or leave people because they couldn't make it in time and shit like that. But certain cities, you out there on your own, bro. You out there on your own. So this was I always take my time out. I will learn the cities. I will learn who the heroes are. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the neighborhood, look up certain videos from their neighborhood, learn their slang, learn their language. Just so a nigga won't get fucked up walking around your neighborhood saying some dumb shit. Like, who the fuck is this new homeless guy? There are no right channels. It's rich clicks. They say you need to be a part of. See, but Tour for the Poor is like tomorrow. Hopefully, Tour for the Poor will be officially a nonprofit organization. If not, by tomorrow, I'll say the middle of next month, we will be legit. You know what I'm saying? We will be legit. I'll be working on a bank account. I'll be working on getting all the credit and all that shit together. So we're gonna get legit 4 days like this. But the only thing that that I fear is the wrong type of people pumping money into my into this. Like I don't care. You know, I ain't gonna be a hypocrite and say like right now, I don't have evil people donating to me. I got people in the military. I got people that's in ranks in the military. I got people that build weapons that donate to me. I got doctors, nurses that donate to me. Some doctors come out to my house when I caught the coronavirus to make sure I was all right. So I'm not gonna sit here and act like, I'm not gonna take money from rich people. The rich isn't the problem. Evil is the problem. What do you do with your money overall? That's the problem. And when I talk to certain people, I want to do a receipt check. I want to do a background check on them because I don't want you just giving me money just because I know how this goes. You get a tax write-off, you get to write this off, you get to say you're doing good for the community, you get to make yourself feel good. But I don't want to be a part of none of that. You know what I'm saying? If your money is really hurting people overall, I don't want it. And that's the dangerous side of becoming legit is the wrong type of people filling your pockets. Because what's going to happen? Like my friend Ronnie had asked me, like, she had asked me like, how much money do you think you ever had in your life at once? I was probably like, what, 100,000, 50,000 or something like that. She was like, okay, well, what's going to happen when somebody just donate you $1 million fucking dollars? Like my head probably gonna fucking explode. I probably give it a fucking way. I probably feel so fucking dirty. I probably end up just giving it away. Cause I know, and y'all ain't about to tell me that, oh, well, it's what you do with money makes you corrupt, period. Money makes you corrupt, period. I'm sorry. It gets in your mind, it gets in your head, it start to speak for you, start to dress you. You don't want to give it up, you don't want to give it out. Look at Black Lives Matter. They accumulated all that wealth and bought houses with it. And this is why I want people around me that's going to keep me in check. I need people around me that's stronger than me, that don't fear me. Because if I was to ever get money like that or ever grow into some type of power, I need somebody on the side that's going to keep my head on a swivel. Like, hold on, nigga, you're getting too ahead of yourself. You too big for your britches. I don't give a fuck if they calling you chairman or king. Get your mind right. Because anybody can be corrupted. And like we was explaining this with with people. No, we didn't explain this. I meant to do a showing this. Somebody had left a comment on one of the shows we had done about poor people getting this money. It doesn't matter if poor people get these office positions. You can become corrupt. People who have been poor their whole lives, they see a couple of $1 million, they don't want to go back. You become corrupt. Poor people can become corrupt. Yes, you can. And stop acting like just because we grew up in the neighborhood, in the same neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, we went through the same things, we got our ass beat by the police at the same protest. That don't mean that neither one of us can sell out. Nigga, just because I'm doing this, I'm doing that, just because I'm loud and proud, don't mean that I won't see a fucking price that might sit my ass down. If anything, poor people are the easiest people to corrupt. Yes, because look what happens when they give out those stimmies, and they give you your unemployment check, your PPP loans. They stopped giving a fuck about everything that was going on. They stopped speaking about this. They stopped giving a fuck about Trump. Everybody started building their business and started doing whatever the fuck they wanted to. Nobody gave a fuck about what was going on in the world. They bribed the people for votes. Vote for this nigga, we're gonna give you $2,000. Okay. Oh, here goes 6,000. I got you next time. I mean 600. My bad. I wish it was 6,000. Shit. There's a Chinese showing anti-corruption called In the Name of the People, and they go deep into different kinds of corruption. Like I'm actually working on another show. It's gonna be pre-recorded. It's gonna be like on some like a true crime type of deal. But it's gonna be more about politics and the people that y'all don't see, you know what I'm saying? The rich people that y'all don't get to see, oil tycoons and shit like that, the people that they have killed, the land that they have killed and shit like that. But it's very true. I put into that myself. I put thought into that myself. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to think about it, man. Because yes, greed is part of the human nature. Yes, and you have to control that. You got to get a control of. You got to get a control of your damn self, man, before you out here talking about I'm gonna feed everybody. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna organize. I'm gonna fight the fucking power. I believe greed is part of the human nature because if it wasn't, we wouldn't be so greedy now. And I'm not just talking about with money. I'm not just talking about with money. I'm talking about with other humans. We get possessive of over human bodies. We're greedy. We can sit here and cheat on a motherfucking and still not want the motherfucker to leave or cheat on our humans are greedy in some ways. It just depends on what you're greedy for. But if you're gonna get out here, you want to talk about this and that, get your mind right. And always remember that you can be corrupted. That way, I'm not just sitting out this bitch talking about, oh, I'm just pure. No money is gonna change me. Nobody's gonna change me. Ain't no pussy around gonna sit me down. How the fuck do I know? I always gotta have it in my head that shit can happen. So I have to watch out for it when it start to come around. That shit break my heart. I don't know. I'm talking to my assistant. I'm gonna call my assistant and I'm trying to tell her to push some things back. But as far as tour for the poor, holy fuck, man. Like I'm thinking about really just hanging it up. Like I sometimes I do get tired, you know. Sometimes I really do get tired of hiding behind this persona of being strong and being this and that. Like I am not that strong. I really think after these couple of cities, I might just hang it up and just focus on the care party. Focus on my garden because be pulling myself so far apart, and my kids be looking at me like, "Damn, nigga, you going crazy?" I be like, "Nah, I'm keeping it together." Like, "Nah, nigga, you going crazy on the road." Because so much I want to do and so many hurdles in front of me, man. So many hurdles in front of me. Every time I get out here, it is not what I expected. A nigga spending so much money just to live in these fucking towns, just to have somewhere to stay, just to eat. You're gonna spend some money. You don't have a refrigerator. You don't have nowhere to go. My goal was to hit every state at least once, or at least every city at least once. I know that's a hell of a stretch. Sound like I would be on tour for the rest of my life, but I was willing to do it, man. But holy fuck. I'll be out there stressing and shit. I got motherfucking kids I can be taking care of. Shit. And a fucking grandson. Sacrifices. They suck. Take a break. I take a break. I take breaks every time. I take a break, like I take a month off every time I get home. Y'all don't notice it, like Yeah. I take a break. I take breaks. Weekend, I take weeks breaks. I don't go back out until a month. I take a break for a whole month and I go back out. Like it's not that hard. Like what I do here in Detroit, I don't really count it as tour for the poor. I already started small. That ain't nothing. My neighborhood already sold out. I already got my shit together for Detroit. I'm not worried about Detroit. I'm trying to build strongholds around America. I'm pushing propaganda so I can get the right connections and people in certain areas around certain politicians. No, yeah. I wish it did work like that. It don't always work like that. You got to do it. You got to be everywhere. If you want to start, if you want to start small, you got to make your name known a little bit everywhere. Just a little bit everywhere. You can't always stack up in your neighborhood. Niggas will kill me. Some people are jealous. Some people will shoot me. Some people will rob me. This is Detroit, Michigan. You can't always just come out and say, hey, I'm going to do this for the neighborhood. Some niggas will take you out. They don't want to fuck with that. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. So you got to build around them. Take care of their mother. Take care of their cousins. Make sure that you're like when I do my gas runs, I'm giving the dope boys. I'm giving their mothers $5, $10, helping them buy groceries at the grocery stores, helping their aunties and uncles that have been homeless. You know what I'm saying? Giving them clothes and food. I build around them. That way I can be untouchable by the time they even get to me. We'll go after myself, but if I do, I'll start out homeless. That's why I gotta help. Because, hey, and I appreciate it too, man. But I'm not about to. I don't hold it against anybody saying, "Oh, you guys can't. You guys are lazy. You guys not getting out here." And I don't, man. Like I can be pointing so many fingers at motherfuckers. I'm not even doing all that I can do. To be told, truth be told, fuck it. Do what you can do, man. Do what you can do, and just move on. Just move on. If the nigga not happy with it, oh well. Somebody will love it. Somebody else will love it, man. Ain't nobody, everybody ain't gonna take it. It's been times I have been turned down by the same homeless people that I was trying to help. It has been time that I have been schooled by the same homeless people that I was trying to teach. Let me show you all this. Damn, can you see that? This is my contract. Where I got to sign and all that crap. Tour for the Poor is going to become legit. Yep. As soon as I put, you know what I'm saying, my name to the paper, my John Hancock. Cock. Every time as soon as I sign it, we're gonna be legit, man. But I'm kind of nervous. Your folks would kick you out of the house. I don't know what kind of people you got, but it sounds like you need to introduce them to some antifreeze. Yep, 50. Yep, 501c. Yep, we're getting everything legit. Try my best to just make sure everything is everything, man. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like, oh, everything just went well. Yeah, it went smooth. Hell, fuck no. I've been denied so many times for this fucking punk ass LLC, for this nonprofit, and all that shit. And now I'm gonna have to go through the same thing with the CARES Party because they're gonna look at me and say, like, no, you are armed militia. Why do you want to be called a party? Like, because we are a party of people that just have guns. But I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, go through all this shit. Get everybody legit, man. That way a nigga won't get fucked up out this bitch, man. But I'm thinking about pushing Tour for the Poor back until March. I mean until April 1st, April 5th, if not the 15th, because I really have to, if not reach the goal, I have to get at least buy it so I can at least. I want $1,000 in spending money because I'm already spending $700 on fucking plane tickets. I couldn't look up on my friend Flyer Miles this time. They said they couldn't do it or some shit didn't go through, and it was just taking way too long. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just have to spend what I have. And I looked at the price. I'm like, yeah, this shit gonna have to get pushed back because I ain't gonna have no money by the time I get out there. JB only got a handful of fucking hundreds of dollars for me. If I buy this ticket, I'm only gonna have like, I want to say like 4 or 5 after I spent half $1,000 on fucking plane tickets. That's crazy. And who the fuck? But it is Florida, so. I think a legal argument can be made based on the Constitution for revolution. Yeah. Well, yeah, I already know that the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, all of it give us the right to actually rebel against the system. That's the only reason why I'm building an actual party that's not running. We're not running. We're chasing. We're chasing people out of office, I should say. We're not voting, and we're not trying to get voted in. Yeah. All you can do is try. You damn right. You damn right. All you can do is try. That's all it takes, man. Like, a nigga never said that I was gonna be out here changing lives or doing this. I said I'm gonna be pushing communist propaganda while I'm out here feeding and clothing people. I never said that, you know, I was gonna have a successful revolution come from out of this. I never promised any solutions or life-changing things. Like, no, this is just a propaganda tour. I'm just out here trying to put that seed in people's ear. Like, if this nigga can come out here and do it, why can't our fucking city come out and do it? Man, this nigga came out, who? That nigga right there, he just came all the way from Detroit. I ain't signing no petition. These niggas just got to go. I ain't signing no fucking petitions. They don't sign no petitions to bust your head open. They barely even got to sign laws to do that. I believe in eye for eye. Firmly. And it's not even eye for eye. Shit. It's not even eye for eye right now. They just fucking it's over. They just fighting back at this point. DD. Can't wait to see you down here. Fuck capitalism. All day. Man. Did you see that the DPRK in Russia is actually talking about saying better relations? And yeah, I think we fucked. Not only that, I forget the president that came out today was talking shit about how we was teaming up with Nazis, how Israel is how they love to complain about the Holocaust, but then they go and do the same shit to the Palestinians, and yeah, and nobody gives a fuck about us no more. Our America holds no weight here. I told you, and you thought something good wasn't gonna come out of this. I'm like, nigga, look now. But yo, I got some shit on my hands, man. This is why I took the cap off of my fucking funding. This is why I stopped saying a goal. That's why I just took the goal off of every fucking thing, all my fundraisers, because why should I cap myself? Just send some fucking money. Because that's why I always fucked up like that. Like, okay, the goal is 2,500. Okay, we got 2,500. Stop sending money. Stop sending money. Stop sending money. I give people refunds. Ask motherfuckers on Twitter. Ask motherfuckers on Facebook. Have you got to make a tweet and ask if Rome ever stopped the have Rome ever stopped a fundraiser? If so, have you ever refunded you? I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a couple of motherfuckers like, hell yeah, that nigga send me back money. It's not about that. I was trying to raise what I needed, but then my dumb ass is thinking with a Detroit brain. So when I get out to Seattle, I'm thinking I'm gonna see Detroit homelessness, but no, it's West Coast homelessness. I see real homelessness. Like, we shack up. You know what I'm saying? We got homeless shelters and shit like that. You might see motherfuckers on the streets in front of liquor stores, gas stations during the day. But at the end of the day, we almost got somewhere for everyone to go. And the poorest one of the poorest cities. You go out to the West Coast, you go farther west, to the left, they got people on the motherfucking freeways. I'm like, oh my God, my heart started beating. I said, I can't do this. How the fuck do people live out here? How the fuck do you live out there and not get heartbroken every day? Are you growing numb to that type of shit? Don't tell me you are. I don't want to hear nothing like that. That breaks my heart. You can't even go to work without saying, God damn, bro, do something. And not the tiny homes, no. No. Give these people them homes that you guys just let sit empty. We have a neighborhood full of fucking mansions in California right now that is empty. You telling me that you can't work on those and put the homeless population in? Not only that, you can build rehabilitation centers. You know what I'm saying? Rehabs, and with those same mansions, and have somewhere for the people who's mentally ill to go. You telling me you can't use your money for that? But what we have used money for, everything but that. I don't even got to fucking name it. If it ain't that, it ain't right. How the fuck can y'all look at another human being and say they can go without? They're fine. I got mine, get yours. I worked hard. Let's keep it real. A lot of you motherfuckers ain't work hard. You just know somebody that knows somebody. Because I work hard. When I'm at my jobs, I work hard. When I'm caretaking, when I'm building houses, I knew how to do that shit since I was little. But it didn't matter about what I knew. It's about who what I knew is about who I knew. It's not about what you can do. If it was about what you can do, I'd be a fucking billionaire. A lot of you niggas slept your way up to the top. Let's keep it real. Some of you niggas, some of you males suck dick to get to where you are at. And that's a fact. Some of you straight men suck dick to get to where you are at. Don't hide it. You ain't work hard. You just knew somebody. You pulled in a favor for Weinstein. Real shit though. Oh yeah, fuck yeah, the game rigged. It ain't nothing but that. Why would they make this shit fair? Why would they make this shit fair? The fuck? I mean, yes, sex work is real work, but we got motherfuckers acting like, oh well, I have to do this and I worked 17 years to get to where I'm at. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I know niggas have been working 25 years and they still in the same. No, let's keep it real, bro. This world is freaks. This world is full of freaks. I don't censor myself, bro. This world is full of freaks. Niggas sleep their way up to the top. We know this. I slept my way up to the fucking top, even through the fucking Bernie Sanders campaign. I slept my way around, and I got around certain people. I'm about to sit here and act like I worked hard. I was a political, I was a political influencer for Bernie Sanders, and I was doing this. No, just licked a couple of assholes. The fuck? Motherfuckers ain't niggas ain't ready for that shit. Right? Connections. Fuck you, y'all. What the fuck y'all think they do? We just get together and smile and shake hands and talk about stuff? No, niggas connect and they have sex like humans. If the dick is good, the pussy good, you know what I'm saying? If the shit good, the sex good, the head good, then shit, you get a promotion, you get raised up, you get, you know what I'm saying? You get to hang around new people. You get to hang around your friends now. They're talking about you. Now they're going to pass you along. That's how motherfuckers move up quick. It ain't got shit to do with no motherfucking hard work. How long your mama been working? How long your auntie been working? How long your uncle been at that plant? Let him and his boss go head to head and whatever it is that he do in the plant, and I guarantee that he'll wipe his fucking boss. He'll wipe the floor with his boss. When have hard work ever count? Never. Not in this country. God damn, man, I'm so stressed out. I'll be trying to keep it together, though. I'm going to keep it together. I'm going to stay strong. I'm going to keep this shit together. We're going to do what the fuck we need to do because ain't nobody else going to do it like us. Prune juice. Yeah, sure. What private property? Nick, you ain't gonna hear them motherfucker. Bro, there is no legitimate reason to go to war ever. There is no legitimate reason. We're gonna have differences. We're gonna have squabbles. We're gonna fight, but we do not kill other people for our differences. There is no logical reason. There is no way you can pull me into saying, oh, well, Yes, I agree with any war. Even if, I just look like I agree with Russia because it piss off the blue and yellow Twitter. But overall, I don't agree with Russia's uh, 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 the way that they handled it. I would say that, but I do agree with getting rid of Nazis, whether y'all like it or not. Whether they went here or there, the Nazis have to go. They have to go. They are a threat not only to me and my kids, but society altogether. And all you whites that think that you safe from the motherfuckers, you're not. You're not. You're not pure white. And the hate would never stop. The crowds will get smaller, and the death and bloodshed will continue. There is no logical reason to ever go to war. If I was Putin, if I was Putin in 2022, I probably would have went to war. Seeing what happened in Donbass for so long, and not only, what I'm saying, that the EU is basically in America's back pocket and basically going behind your back and just redoing everything that y'all have done, I probably would have went to war too. But to stop this, if we can go back, like when he spoke on it before, I probably would have told them then. I probably would have hit them then to let them know that, hey, I'm not America. I'm not going to be in your country for 20 years. We're going to do this for a couple of months. You're going to die, and I'm going to be out. But I'm not Putin. I never will be. And I don't want to be. Oh yeah, my blunt landed in the ashtray. I thought it was gonna be a good day for me, man. I swear, I thought it was gonna be a good day. Cause my fucking blunt fell on my air. I'm getting, cause it's Detroit, so I installed a heater in my garage because I smoke cigarettes. I can't smoke cigarettes in the house. So I'm like, fuck, I'm out there. I'm like, oh shit, I got a heater. I'm getting ready to plug everything up. I'm like this. I turn around. That bitch said, shrimp. I look down at that bitch. Boom. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God, where's my phone? I'm gonna take a picture of this shit. And I looked up the motherfucking tickets, like, yeah. The race baiting with Zelensky being a Jew. Is Jewish a race now? Because I could have sworn people said it wasn't a race. They said it was a religion. Now they're using this against him. Now they're using this as a shield for this man. And we know, like, okay, look, like I said, America has had a black president, right? This nigga killed black wealth, right? This nigga created a slave trade, him and Hillary Clinton, right? He let a city continue to be poisoned up under him, right? Black Lives Matter started up under him, right? If your logic is Zelensky is a Jew, so he can't be with the Nazis, then I'm gonna say, how can Barack Obama kill black? Oh, well, yeah, that's how he did it. Well, how can he really start a slave trade? Well, oh, that's how he did. This is how he kicked off every political party that was to the left of him. But you see, the Nazis still got their guns. They still have their power. Oh, these people were aligned with Russia. Prove it. Prove it. I still don't see those parties coming out and speaking out against him and aligning themselves with Russia, but this will be a good reason to do it. This will be a great reason. Oh, martial law happens in war zones. You sure? You sure? Martial laws where they kick off at least 22 people off seats? You sure? That sounds like fascism to me. That sounds like a whole bunch of Nazis with one clique, with one group. Yeah, that motherfucker is he's a fucking puppet. He's a puppet just like the rest of them are. From our president to the Ukrainian government president to all of them are puppets, man. It's only a handful real presidents out there that's throughout South America, Latin America. You know what I'm saying? You got it's a handful of them. It's a handful of real democratic elected presidents out there that didn't have to manufacture consent from you motherfuckers, who didn't have to, you know what I'm saying, take over your movements or use their skin to get to where they are at. It's only a handful, few of the motherfuckers who's not handpicked by the U.S. government throughout the world. That's crazy. He's a Zionist Jew. You know what, man? I am an atheist. Once I stop giving a fuck about that shit, I stop giving a fuck about all that shit. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But so many people be like, oh, well, I'm a this, that, and then a 7-day evangelist. I'd be like, okay. Like, what the fuck, man? Okay, and then like this nigga, you acting like, okay. Let's say this man do believe in God, right? You think he's going to heaven? You think any of our politicians are going to heaven? You think our gods will want us praising anybody like that? No, because all the gods that I have read about get jealous when you even have a celebrity figure. So why would they want you work? Motherfucker that drop bombs on people, invoke martial law, you know what I'm saying? Having people kill at his will, like he's some type of god. I don't think any of your gods will like this nigga. Or anybody. That held political power. Let me go use the bathroom. I'm not some of them weirdos that pee in the fucking bottle. So I'll be right back. Give me a couple seconds. Give me a minute. Oh, matter of fact, no. Let me do this. Nickelodeon. I'm sorry. Okay. I want to talk about this when I get back.
The white man pays Reverend Martin Luther King, subsidizes Reverend Martin Luther King, so that Reverend Martin Luther King can continue to teach the Negroes to be defenseless. That's what you mean by nonviolence. Be defenseless. Be defenseless in the face of one of the most cruel beasts that has ever taken the people into captivity. That's this American white man. And they have proved it throughout the country by the police dogs and the police clubs. 100 years ago, they used to put on a white sheet and use a bloodhound against Negroes. Today, they've taken off the white sheet and put on police uniforms. They traded in the bloodhounds for police dogs, and they're still doing the same thing. And just as Uncle Tom, back during slavery, used to keep the Negroes from resisting the Bloodhound or resisting the Ku Klux Klan by teaching them to love their enemy or pray for those who use them despitefully. Today, Martin Luther King is just a 20th century or modern Uncle Tom or a religious Uncle Tom who is doing the same thing today to keep Negroes defenseless in the face of attack that Uncle Tom did on the plantation to keep those Negroes defenseless in the face of the attack of the Klan in that
Well,
day.
I don't think of love as, in this context, as emotional bosh. I don't think of it as a weak force. But I think of love as something strong and that organizes itself in powerful direct action. This is what I try to teach in the struggle in the South, that we are not engaged in a struggle that means we sit down and do nothing. That there's a great deal of difference between non-resistance to evil and non-violent resistance. Non-resistance leaves you in a state of stagnant passivity and bedlam complacency, whereas non-violent resistance means that you do resist in a very strong and determined manner. And I think some of the criticisms of nonviolence, or some of the critics, fail to realize that we are talking about something very strong, and they confuse non-resistance with nonviolence.
The goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to give Negroes a chance to sit in a segregated restaurant beside the same white man who has brutalized them for 400 years. The goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to get Negroes to forgive the people who have brutalized them for 400 years by lulling them to sleep and making them forgetting what those whites have done to them. But the masses of black people in America today don't go for what Martin Luther King is putting down. As you said in one of your articles, it's psychologically insecure or something of that sort. I forget how you put it. But you didn't endorse what Martin Luther King was doing yourself.
I do not reject his goals of full integration and full equality rights for American citizens.
See, you're right about that, Ultraviolet. I wanted to speak on this because, Malcolm X was rightfully angry at the time when we see that, because a couple of people said, seeing me speak on, saying MLK and how I don't really look up to him as a leader, when, I'm thinking about revolution and liberation and stuff like that. It's not that the man was wrong. It's that in those times, it wasn't any time to be, soft on any matters. And this is when, when I was young, I was taking in these speeches and their beef, and I was really looking at it like, he might be a little offsetting, he might be a little uppity, but he's right. And I always looked at the Million Man March and I always thought like, damn, what if they just tore the whole fucking city up? You know what I'm saying? What if they riot? What if they held down, bus lines and, shit like that? What if they really got that bitch popping out there? I think we'd be in a way better position. And what Mr. X here is saying that, when he said he lining these people up to get them fucked up, we can replay this real quick. So I want to go over this because this is very important. What we don't want to do, even though MLK is a great organizer, even though he was a great great spokesman and a great fighter, that doesn't mean he didn't have his mistakes. Just like Malcolm X had his mistakes. Also, like, I'm quick to call anybody an enemy that, doesn't see it his way. But this is one of the mistakes that we have made, and we have made this mistake again and again with Occupy Wall Street, with Standing Rock, Black Lives Matter, Wambach. We have been going through these same things over and over and over, and I don't think it has gotten us anywhere. Actually, I honestly believe it has pushed us back. I honestly believe that it's pushing us back, and for us to still be doing these same things to this day, singing and preaching and walking up the street with signs, yes, they know. Yes, they know. They care? They don't. How do you make them care? You make them pay. So I wanted to.
Citizens, do you?
What's your wireless?
Defenseless. Be defenseless in the face of the white man pays Reverend Martin Luther King, subsidizes Reverend Martin Luther King, so that Reverend Martin Luther King can continue to teach the Negroes to be defenseless. That's what you mean by nonviolent. Be defenseless. Be defenseless in the face of one of the most cruel beasts that has ever taken the people into captivity. That's this American white man. And they have proved it throughout the country by the police dogs and the police clubs. 100 years ago, they used to put on a white sheet and use a bloodhound against Negroes. Today, they've taken off the white sheet and put on police uniforms. They traded in the bloodhound for police dogs, and they're still doing the same thing. And just as Uncle Tom, back during slavery, used to keep the Negroes from resisting the bloodhound or resisting the Ku Klux Klan by...
Now, I'm not calling him no Uncle Tom. That's just disrespectful. He's just a wild ass nigga. This nigga wild, but he took back that statement a little bit after this. He was just a little bit heated, and rightfully so. Rightfully so, man. It only took a handful of Trump supporters to get the city riled up. And we seen after the deaths of these leaders, it only took a handful of Black Panthers to get laws written against us. It don't take a lot. It don't take much. All it takes is for you to get out and do it. And once they see people who are actually bold enough to get up and do something about it, they try to stop it because there's more people out there. They just don't know that there's more people out there that think like them, or they might not have the right connections. They might not have, the right protection to get out there and do what they need to do and preach about what they want to preach without having the police go upside their head, etc., etc. We can't go out there defenseless. All of our enemies have guns, from the military, the police, the conservatives, some of these lefties, some of these fucking anarchists. All of our enemies are armed. And if we was to go out there without arms, either folded or ready to fire, we are putting ourselves at a disadvantage. We are giving them the higher ground. And we will lose every time. And this is why we are still stuck, because we have been doing this. We have been doing the same shit for generations now. They don't give a fuck about your dying ass. They hope you die faster. You don't have no insurance money on you. You don't own any property. You barely can't even vote. You think they give a fuck about you?
Teaching them to love their enemy or pray for those who use them despitefully. Today, Martin Luther King is just a 20th century or modern Uncle Tom, or a religious Uncle Tom, who is doing the same thing today to keep Negroes defenseless in the face of the fact that Uncle Tom did on the plantation to keep those Negroes defenseless in the face of the attack of the Klan.
See, and what he mean by that is another reason why I don't touch on religion. I don't try to pull religion, because those are easy strings to pull. If I was just say I was a Christian and I'm a communist, I can get you. I'm gonna say I'm a Muslim, I'm a communist, I can get you. If not, I can say, don't be mad because God is coming back. You know what I'm saying? God is coming back despite these evil men down who have put our people in shackles, who have put us in slavery. Don't worry. Don't fight master back, because God will get them. And that's a lie. It's a lie. And once again, I don't agree with him calling Dr. MLK Uncle Tom. I really don't feel like he's Uncle Tom. I really feel like he tried his best that he can do, but he had mistakes, just like Malcolm X had himself. But we are men, we are prideful, and a lot of us feel like it's my way or the highway. I'm doing it right, he's doing it wrong. If these men would have lived a little bit longer, I'm pretty sure they would have came together with at least, even if they would have never agreed on everything, they would have came together with a solid middle ground to build on. And that's why they got rid of both of their ass, whether one like the other one or not.
Well, I don't think of love as, in this context, as emotional bosh. I don't think of it as a weak force. But I think of love as something strong and that organizes itself in powerful, direct action. This is what I thought teaching the struggle in the South, that we are not engaged in a struggle that means we sit down and do nothing. That there's a great deal of difference between non-resistance to evil and non-violent resistance. Non-resistance leaves you in a state of stagnant passivity, embedment, complacency. Whereas non-violent resistance means that you do resist in a very strong and determined manner. And I think some of the criticisms of nonviolence.
And see, look at it like this. Thank you, Steve, for the $10, man. Thank you. RBN is gonna fucking need it in these times. And see what he means by this. See, remember what I have said. I really believe this. There is a fight for everybody in the revolution. There's a place and there's a fight for everybody in the revolution. Even if he was to go with it like this, it don't make him right or wrong. It was just at that time we needed more bold leaders, I should say. We needed more people that was willing to go out either to kill or die for our future generations, which I do agree with Malcolm X on. But then we are left with no leaders, and this is why I agree with MLK on is making sure that, you know what I'm saying, you do what you need to do, your voice is being heard, and you can make it back home. Because being violent isn't always going to get your message across, of course. But how do you talk to somebody who don't want to hear your message? How do you talk to somebody who know what you need, who know what you want, but they just don't give a fuck? And so now we're back on Malcolm X. These men were yin and yang, cat and dog, cat and mouse, however you want to put it. But they could have came together. And I really feel like not only did the media put them together against each other, but it was a lot of people in our neighborhoods, in our culture, a lot of people dividing them, saying that he's not strong, he's not this, he's not that. I believe that they was the perfect balance in between violence and, you know what I'm saying, actually taking power, actually having the mindset to take control of these political positions. Because like I had mentioned on a Green Party summit, third party summit, just because we're going to have a revolution, yes, we're going to have a revolution, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to need, you know, people not in positions that are ready to take over these political positions of power. Because I'm not going to go into office. I just want to overthrow the shit, but I'm not writing no fucking laws. So we need people in place like that. You need people who can keep their temper in place, you know?
Some of the critics fail to realize that we are talking about something very strong, and they confuse non-resistance with
The
nonviolence.
goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to give Negroes a chance to sit in a segregated restaurant beside the same white man who has brutalized them for 400 years. The goal of Dr. Martin Luther King is to get Negroes to forgive the people who have brutalized them for 400 years by lulling them to sleep and making them forgetting what those whites have done to them. But the masses of black people in America today don't go for what Martin Luther King is putting down. As you said in one of your articles, it's psychologically insecure or something of that sort. I forget how you put it. But you didn't endorse what Martin Luther King was doing yourself.
I do not reject his goals of full integration and full equality rights for American citizens. Do you reject these
If you don't
goals?
think that he's walking on the right road, I'm quite sure you don't agree that he'll get to the right place. And if you would classify his method as psychologically unrealistic, I think that if a man's method is psychologically unrealistic, which means the road or the means or the method that he's using, I think as a psychologist, you'll be very doubtful.
I don't think that.
See, we do need our own state. I always remind people America needs to be broken up again. The United States need to be broken up again. We need to give land back. The natives need a state. Latinos, Mexicans. We need a state. The blacks, we need our own state. We need to control our own lands. We need to control our own government. But at the same time, we do need everyone to be free around nationally. We need it to where there is no sundown towns where, if I was coming from my all black community and I was, just doing a road trip and I was to go through the wrong neighborhood, it's not illegal for me to be black past a certain time in that neighborhood. See, these men, somewhere, I don't know who it was, but there was an enemy on their negotiation table. And no matter how small they're both, how smart both of these men were, we all fall for the okie doke. We all fall for the okie doke.
That's true. If anyone has ever lived with a nonviolent movement in the South, from Montgomery on through the Freedom Rides and through the sit-in movement and the recent Birmingham movement, and see the reactions of many of the extremists and reactionaries in the white community, he wouldn't say that this movement makes, or this philosophy makes him comfortable. I think it arouses a sense of shame within them often in many instances. I think it does something to touch the conscience and establish a sense of guilt. Now, so often people respond to guilt by engaging more in the guilt-evoking act in an attempt to drown the sense of guilt. But this approach certainly doesn't make the white man feel comfortable. It disturbs the other conscience.
And he's right. He's playing mind games, but Mr. King, some of these people ain't listening to your nigga ass. They ain't listening to no well-spoken nigga. Who you think you are? You trying to teach me, boy? Come on, man. So how do we combat shit like that? How do we combat a motherfucker who just pull out their gun at the sight of you in their neighborhood, Mr. King? There's a time for peace, but there is a time for war. And this breaks my heart. To see both of these men, legacies just tarnished. Even if I didn't agree with, or I take my shots at Martin Luther King from here to there, that's just because I'm just that malicious type. I've been taught like that. Even though, like, it's just a lot of shit that y'all gonna have to learn on your own and come to your own agreements and disagreements with. But I still respect him as a man and as a leader. But it's like, holy fuck. This is so crazy, man. Like, if they would have just got it right, they could have still been here today. They could have ruled the black communities. I mean, all the way through. If them two men got together, they could have been the black presidents of the United States, or the black United States, or the African American, wherever the fuck. They could have did their own fucking thing.
Stagnant passivity and deadened complacency in a very strong and determined manner. And I think some of the criticisms of nonviolence, or some of the critics, fail to realize this sense of contentment.
Nothing will they ever do. They will always talk it, but they won't practice it. And
hold on, Michael.
Engaging more in the guilt-evoking act in an attempt to drown the sense of guilt. But this approach certainly doesn't make the white man feel comfortable. It disturbs the other things, conscience, and it disturbs this sense of contentment.
Nothing will they ever do. They will always talk it, but they won't practice it. And with the Supreme Court, if the NAACP can tell me that they want a desegregation decision for me 10 years ago, but yet the schools haven't been desegregated, as I say, this is a victory with no victory. It's a victory that you can talk about, but it's a victory you can't show me. So if you represent the NAACP and you're telling me about this great victory you won for me, when I look at you, I have to conclude that either you have been duped yourself or else you are trying to dupe me. And in most instances where the civil rights struggle is involved, there is no civil rights leader can point to me one concrete gain, practical gain that black people have made in the civil rights field in this country, not only during the past 10 years, but during the past 100 years.
I don't think there's any real organization to the riots. I think they grow out of the conditions that I've mentioned all along. And as long as these intolerable conditions are there, as long as the Negro finds himself living every day in a major depression, then every city will sit on a powder keg and can explode over the slightest incident. I feel that killing is a very tragic way to deal with any.
You heard that? That nigga accelerationist.
Slightest incident. I feel that the Negro finds him in every city will conditions are there. As long as the Negro finds himself living every day in a major depression, then every city will sit on a powder keg and can explode over the slightest incident. I feel that killing is a very tragic way to deal with any social problem. There is no violent solution to the problem that the Negro confronts in this country, and this is why I have constantly said that riots are socially destructive and self-defeating. After all, the Negro ends up on the losing end. We can't win a violent revolution. Most of the persons killed in riots are Negroes themselves. The persons who end up not being able to get milk for their children of Negroes because things where they have to live are destroyed. So there's no practical or moral answer in the realm of violence to the Negro's problem. But I do understand the sociological, the psychological, and the economic reason.
Hold
on, Mr. X. Listen to him. There is no rules in taking yourselves back. I am not right. I am not wrong, but there is no rules in taking yourselves back. I'm just doing it how I'm doing it. But see, we often forget about the people that look up to you, look up to us, or move how you move, or move how you want them to. And I'm not saying that a lot of our leaders are, responsible for our actions, but man, it should get deep, Mr. King. So let's hear Mr. Exo.
Yes, the white man and the black man have to be able to sit down at the same table. The white man has to feel free to speak his mind without hurting the feelings of that Negro. And the so-called Negro has to feel free to speak his mind without hurting the feelings of the white man. Then they can bring the issues that are under the rug out on top of the table and take an intelligent approach to get the problem solved. That's the only way that they'll ever do it. We need an action program while we are Muslim, while we are Christian, while we are whatever we are. We still need an action program that will eliminate these evils that are in our community. This is what we're trying to do with the Muslim Mosque Incorporated. Do you consider yourself militant?
Hell yeah.
Myself Malcolm.
That nigga a bad motherfucker. Hey, nigga. Man, that's a... I love this motherfucker, boy. I love Malcolm, dog, because, man, that's how I feel. Motherfuckers be like, do you consider yourselves or this and that? Like, I ain't militant, motherfucker, on me. Hold on, whoa. What's going on? Malcolm X on this line. In prison. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And you call that nigga Detroit Red. What you know about that? Hey, but you know what? Despite motherfuckers' beliefs all around and shit like that, man, motherfuckers had it together, bro. And this was the perfect match between these black men. It's good that they have these back and forths, but they seen that MLK was kind of like, okay, Malcolm, you kind of right. So I probably need to take these people and make them do something. And as we can see, when he was getting the sanitation people all together to protest, they shot him. And we often forget how important sanitation is. If we was to stop sanitation in America, we can shut this whole motherfucker down. Of course, Malcolm had changed a lot of views throughout his time. We all do. But that's what happens when you actually get outside and talk to people. You live and you learn. You live and you learn. And that's what we're going to have to do if you're going to be the leader that you always called yourself. You thought that you could be. You're going to learn so much. You're going to unlearn more than you're going to learn. Trust me.
I have to agree that this appears to be the result of an internal conflict within the black nationalist movement. So I think the first thing that needs to be done is for a conference of goodwill to take place between black nationalist leaders. This was why I suggested a few days ago that the followers of the late Malcolm X and the followers of Elijah Muhammad should sit down at the peace table together, so to speak, and discuss this problem and try to reach some understanding. I don't think, and I'm sure, that nothing can be accomplished by violence. It only leads to new and more complex social problems. I think it is unfortunate. for the black nationalist movement. I think it is unfortunate for the health of our nation.
I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
I'm really happy for you. I'll let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
What? Who the fuck put that on? Oh my god. But he got me messed up with that one. That threw me off. But again, I'm pretty sure if these men would have came together on a better on better terms, without their enemies joining their negotiation table, I'm pretty sure that they would have came with some type of agreement in a better way to protect their community and themselves. Make sure that they was here. We could have hid them off until we have the right numbers to protect these men, until we have the right armies and militaries around these men to make sure that we do a good things in the future, because we know that there are targets on all of our backs. And how many activists have went missing just in the last 3 years itself? They don't just hit the big names. They get you before you get big too. West Michigan. All right. Remember Detroit through a few different lenses. Man, motherfuckers think Detroit is like boom, 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 boom. It is. No, I'm playing. Just by a couple of motherfuckers. Only motherfuckers who poking their nose in some bullshit. That's every city. There's crime in every city, but it's not like these fucking movies. Ain't nobody out here like niggas dead or in jail. I got stoned by a gang. My nigga, did you say that right? Stoned? You got stoned like this the 1800s, my nigga? Like this BC or something? Wherever the fuck that time frame was. I got to be close pals with Rosa Parks and Raymond. Yeah, Chicago probably worse nowadays. Detroit, they trying to gentrify us because we got the land and the water. Like people still can grow. Like you can go in your backyard and just grow whatever the fuck you want. Honestly. And I always scream that shit to the top of my lungs. Don't let the white man get the water. Don't let the white man get the water. And they just be looking at me like I'm crazy. And then when they hear me, I'll be like, they be looking like, you know what? Oh my God, you fucking right. Look what happened to Flint. But I'm not the first leader who said that shit. Nigga, one of our best mayors said that shit. Coleman Young. He always told us don't let the white man get the water. You let the white man get the water, they're going to poison black communities. That nigga been dead for fucking generations now. And he's right. They poison our fucking black communities through water. Because of fucking greed, money. Too much Russiagate. Man, all I'm going to say is this. I'm going to say this the nicest way possible because I don't vote. I'm gonna tell you guys this. With America losing power, that's bad for every political party, not just the blues and the reds. It's the greens and whoever else. It's bad for us. It's bad for the cost of living. It's bad for this thing. This shit is about to be so wild, and they are all trying to protect their party, I should say. But I always will remind you, we have to kick the kickstand from up under white supremacy. We have to do it. Because no matter if you are Green Party, if you are a Communist Party, if you are a Socialist Party, we are all living in a corporate fascist country. And you will get nowhere, whether you like it or not. You will get nowhere so fast. I'm sorry to be a Debbie Downer, but shit, somebody got to pull you back into reality. Look at the monsters that we actually have, not your politicians, not even your lobbyists. Look at who's benefiting from these laws being passed. Most of corporations, this corporation, that corporation, that corporation. Who own these corporations? One fucking person, and they all own this fucking corporation. Blackwater or fucking, come on, man. There's only a handful of motherfuckers that really, yep, Chevron, right? Oh my God, there's only a handful of them. They spread it out and make it look like, no, that's just their friends, their best friends. They're giving out contracts and washing their money. That's not them. That's not the head. You don't have to go into the barn and burn the whole thing down. All you got to do is cut the heads off a couple of chickens, and this whole fucking farm was shut down. But they put these billionaires in front of you and say, oh, this person is on Forbes list and blah, blah. But no, that's not real money. Even 11 billion nowadays is not even real money. There's people out here with so much money, they really don't know what to do with it. They can live 6 lives and never be able to spend their money. That's crazy. Three companies own 17 trillion of the GDP. And 15 people own 85% of our wealth. And it was like, that's what we really should be targeting. And target the people who own, like, one person owns 75% of our farming land. We don't have to go after all these fucking people. It don't have to be a raid, a rugged revolution. We have technology. You know what I'm saying? We are smarter than our ancestors in more ways than, you know what I'm saying, than they was back then. We know how to move different, and it's time for us to move different. So if it was a revolution, we can't just go out bloody and shit like that. We have to save as many lives as we can. And it's not that many people out there. And look, I know a lot of you guys fear our military. Them niggas ain't shit. And depending on how you go against America, the generals can't move without certain people. So do what you want with that. I don't know, man. I don't know what else to do. Giving out coats and clothes and food ain't gonna save a nigga life. That's gonna make me look better. How do we really make an impact? How do we really make this shit stick this time? I'm telling y'all, I'm not living until I'm 80 years old. Just sitting here preaching the same shit. You got me fucked up, bro. I'm pressing the gas on this shit. Because why the fuck not? Yep, the U.S. back labor not go. That's actually striking. That's what they're trying to. Shit, nigga, we both in Detroit. Just give me some fucking weed. Man, I ain't scared of these motherfuckers. That's all I know. They ain't scared of us. I ain't scared of them. Like, bro, we really got to look at it like this, dog. Like, I don't know how you want to look at it, but you are a hero. You revolutionaries. You people that speak out against the government, who speak out against injustice, who speak up for the weak. You people are heroes, man. You people are heroes, not just in my mind. I'm talking about to the real world. You can save so many lives. So many lives by putting yours on the line. So many generations, so many countries, so many nations that we rape and privilege and just take from and never give back. Their country, their people, the people of their country come over here and we turn them back. And we can save them. We can save their children. 13,000 children just died from being malnourished in Afghanistan. Because of us, we can save them lives. We can save them people. And not saying that America not saying it's all up to us, but we got to do something. Because the shit that we have been doing have not made an impact. And the shit that made an impact is those days are far and gone. It's crazy. But you gotta be your own leader now. Malcolm is gone. Martin is gone. Gandhi, Lenin, you know what I'm saying? All these niggas, they all gone. We can't learn from them. You can go back and meditate on what they have taught you. But it's time for you to pick up the sword.
still take black nationalism. Our problem, we suffer political oppression, economic exploitation. And whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or a nationalist, we all have the same problem. They don't hang you because you're a Baptist, they hang you because you're black. They don't attack me because I'm a Muslim, they attack me because I'm black. They attack all of us for the same reason. All of us catch hell from the same enemy. We're all in the same bag, in the same boat. We suffer political oppression, economic exploitation, and social degradation. All of them from the same enemy. The government has failed us. You can't deny that. Anytime you live in the 20th century, 1964, and you walking around here singing, "We shall overcome," the government has failed.
And you know what? That shit's so crazy. It's not only the truth, but it's a slap in the face to all of us living right now. Because we are all still singing, "We shall overcome." No matter how you look at it. Even me with the Tour for the Poor, I'm still singing, "We shall overcome," in some way. So that might be right, but it's also a slap. 1964. My mother was born a couple years after that, I should say. My mother. It has been fucking 50, 60 something years. Yo. Take your life back or they will take it for you. Holy fuck. This nigga dead and gone now. Shit, what the fuck are we gonna do? Keep listening to these speeches, keep reading these fucking books, man. It's time to take that shit to the streets. Whatever you learned, if you know enough, get your ass out here. Because goddamn it, we need you. Still fucking preaching the same songs. Still singing the same tune. We shall overcome. How? When? What plan? I just don't understand. Because we have been singing this same fucking shit since forever, man. And it's starting to get on my fucking nerve now. I kind of hate this song now. No, KG, it's not enough non-believers. It's not enough doers. It's not enough doers. People get that individual mindset to where I'm going to get up and then I'm going to come back for for my niggas. I'm going to come up and I ain't coming back for none of you niggas type shit. Like, no. That's not how we do it. Motherfuckers know this shit can get done. They just don't tell the truth. A lot of you niggas are haters. Y'all climb up the ladder, and then you yell back like, "Oh, the ladder over here!" And then as soon as I try to grab hold to it, you yank that motherfucker up. So now when I build myself about that bitch, I clawed myself up out that bitch. You done left me in this bitch. You done left me in the hole. Now you really mad because I done came up a harder way, and I done surpassed you. Just like I done did most of these hating ass niggas on Twitter. Fuck the naysayers. It's about the doers. It's about the people who say, "Oh, we need to organize. We need to do this. We need to do that." It's about the people who got it all figured out, but don't know how to figure out how to get their asses up and outside. Tell me what the fuck I'm doing is wrong. You can suck my dick. Shit. Well, anyways, y'all niggas trying to fight. I see y'all niggas trying to start a fight. I gotta go, y'all. I got shit to do. I gotta take care of some business. Gotta get ready for either pushback tour for the poor, either to the 5th or to the 10th or to the 15th. But I'm really heartbroken right now. I kind of need some rest. You ever had that little thing in your throat, like, if I talk about it, I'm gonna cry, because I really need to get this shit over with. And, you know, JB had a lot going for this, and I don't even know if he watching this. And I don't work at all. I do what I can. Oh, the nigga is watching. But yeah, man, I'm just trying to get this shit together, man. You know, it's hard. It was hard, man. You know what? You know, I was neglecting the fundraising. You know, I wasn't really pushing it like I usually do. You know, it's on me, man. Shit, man, you my hero. Shit, you one of the strongest niggas I know. Real shit, bro. Like, yeah, but we're gonna get it together, y'all. I'm gonna always make it happen some way, man. Some way. I still got a couple of money. Like, PayPal got some money froze up. I hate that, man. They still got a couple of $100 froze up, and I got enough to get there. I just don't have enough to make it something. Like, I don't know why it's so expensive to go to Florida. You know, damn, no, I can't catch no fucking bus to Florida. Holy fuck, I would die. I'm gonna see. I might just catch a bus, but that's like 2-3 days. I'm sorry, Michael. I'm not getting into crypto, man. I'm a communist, man. We trying to get rid of the American dollar right now, and the American dollar crypto depends on the American dollar right now. Sorry to tell you, but I believe that you know what I'm saying, all you crypto motherfuckers and communists can actually, you know, come together on certain things or another currency for the future or whatnot. But yeah, you say it's more communist than capitalist, but it still depends on the American dollar right now, which is falling, which is dying right before our eyes. And there's no way you can convince me to invest in a dying brand, I should say. No disrespect though. China and Russia are working on that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all better get ready to learn fucking Mandarin, mother. Y'all better get learning. Man, I'm getting the fuck out of here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to talk my family into moving to Cuba. I'm trying to talk to my family, like my immediate family. I'm trying to just like, if y'all can, just stack up as much money that y'all can before the American dollar die and just cash out and get the fuck on. Ain't shit gonna be here for a long time. And rightfully so. Karma is a bitch. And America is past due. There's going to be some political hits. But okay. All right, y'all got to go. Some political people going to die. All right, I'm past my time. You know, and yeah. I love y'all. And I'm going to do the damn thing. We're going to do the damn thing. JB, we still going to meet pretty soon. I'm going to try to get some more extra time out there, man. I'm going to try to get some extra time out there so we can really, you know what I'm saying, talk. You know, I can cook out there. I know you say you got a barbecue grill. I can cook in the fucking kitchen or the fucking grill. It really don't matter. Just say what you want to eat. Bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. So out to where the World War III bus out anywhere. Nigga, yes it is. Yeah, man, I don't know. I can't say it right now, but there's gonna be a couple of safe places that we could go that's close to America and its borders. But let me just say Texas, California, Michigan, Florida, New York. And what was the other motherfucking state? The ugly ass state what was the ugly ass state that I went to? Oh, DC. You motherfuckers gonna get hit. Yeah. You're gonna get hit. So there's many places you can go. That's why I'm trying to get to Cuba, especially with China and Cuba building relations and building infrastructure. They're gonna be probably on the you know what I'm saying, on the green list. Don't fuck with them. So we're gonna see. But I know Michigan is gonna get hit for sure because we produce most of the clean water. New York produced a lot of money. DC got all the capitals, the White House, blah blah blah. California make all the money. They fund a lot of other states, shit like that. If they was to bomb and shit like man, we don't have that technology. People always talk about the money that we have that we put into our military. We only put that money into our military is because soils to actually take from it. These people don't have to take or buy or steal from other countries like we have to build our weapons, to build our infrastructure, our fucking guns, whatever the fuck you want. You know, it's right there. They can just take it from the ground. So they don't count it as, you know what I'm saying, buying or import or export. It's just there. So that's why they don't have to spend as much money on their military, but the military is more advanced for those same reasons. You understand me? So Russia don't need fucking, you know, Russia don't need to buy all this shit from Venezuela or even China for the fact. They got fucking jets that fly at fucking Mach 8, Mach 10s and shit. Like, y'all niggas ain't fucking with that. America has nothing on that. Nothing on that. They can reach us in 5 to 10 minutes. I ain't trying to have y'all niggas go to sleep scary and shit. And like, oh my God, Russia. But it's the truth. This is why you shouldn't. This is why we need to get these motherfuckers in check before they get us all killed, y'all. Shit. Maybe if they was more afraid of us, they wouldn't go after Putin like that. Or go after these motherfuckers with bigger nukes than the American military. And NATO and all the motherfuckers put together. And if they don't, then China has relations with them. And now we see India is teaming up with Russia and China. And people like, oh yeah, just go ahead. We don't need India. We don't need China. What? Do you not know that 2/3 of American spending money is outside of America? And not only that, those are billions of people that's about to turn their back on the American dollar. So sometimes I have to break it down and I tell these people like, all right, you remember back in 1990 how we used to treat the Canadian quarter? Can you imagine your quarter being like that? Okay. All right, that's your dollar. It ain't worth shit here. It's not going to be worth shit here because we don't even fucking have money here for real. We don't have spending money here for real. And money is not even them tokens that we get that's painted green. Nigga, that is a note. That is a note for real currency. That's not money. Actually, do I got a bill? I think it said on here. No, I don't have a bill because I don't carry money like a jackass. Okay, well. But yeah, it's a note. Real currency is gold, and that's why Russia bought fucking tons of that shit. And yeah. Gas didn't go up. It's just the dollar that collapsed. No, not yet. Dollar didn't collapse yet. What we are seeing right now is price gouging. That's what we are seeing. They are price gouging in hard times. So you guys, you have nowhere else to go. What else are you gonna do? Like, okay, and then what? We have designed the cities for you, only for you to be able to drive through or be able to catch the bus. You don't want to catch the bus? Then pay for the fucking gas and shut the fuck up, bitch. What the fuck you gonna do about it? Like, I don't even look at the gas prices no more. It don't even make sense to look at them. I'm just gonna get what I can get out of this shit. But in a minute, once, you know what I'm saying, we see not only India, but Saudi Arabia. A lot of countries are turning their back on us and using different currencies besides the US dollar. And we're going to feel this as US citizens in a year or two. We're going to see, the price of bread go from $3 right now to $5 to $7. We're going to see, even candy bars go up from $2 right now to $5 type shit. We're going to see it because that's not because of price gouging. That's just because now we have a real drop. We're going to have a real drop. And not only that, we're going to have a lot of these people coming out of the woodwork. A lot of these people with millions of dollars, they're going to be trying to invest their money into crypto. They're going to try to invest their money into other things because they see the American dollar is dropping. And if I was sitting here right now with $5 million and I see the American dollar dropping, what is my best thing to do? What is my accountants telling me? Because they can see this shit coming. You know what I'm saying? This is why they will put their money into offshore accounts. They will put their money into, other currencies that's higher, that cost more than ours. They're in different countries. They have those bank accounts set up. But if I was just some regular Joe Smo with $5 million and seeing the American dollar drop, my shit wouldn't be worth nothing after that shit. Like, I mean, I'm gonna lose every damn thing. And we seen this with the 2008, 2009 crash, when a lot of rich people lost fucking everything, man. It's rich people out here to the day, well, ex-rich people out here to the day still ain't recover because of what happened in 2008 and 2009. And you see that we never really recovered from that because our bread and cigarettes was like fucking $2 to $3. So yeah, but I gotta go, yo. I gotta pee again. Holy fuck, and I'm hungry, and I gotta go take care of some shit. But I love y'all. Y'all take care. I am not a crook. But and y'all, Obama fixed that. Thanks, Obama. Hey, shit, I ain't gonna be forced to do shit because we getting ready to take over this motherfucker. I ain't going through this bullshit. No. Even if we can't take over this shit nationally, we can do small towns, we can do small areas. It's towns out in America that's fucking abandoned that we can take over. But I ain't going through that shit. I'd rather go on my own than live up under their fucking thumb. I'd rather be homeless again to go through that bullshit that they putting these people through. Thank you, gamer. I love you, Jay. I love all you. Y'all take care and be safe because they all want us dead. Especially if y'all watching a nigga like me. Shit, I feel sorry for y'all. Shit. All you motherfuckers probably getting watched. But it is what it is. Love y'all. Oh yeah, of course the dollar is down. Look, they